Hey, had a question about this one. This is one that's from the book 2866. This is what I would consider this one a nasty one myself. So this is one, we've got two batteries. If you look at these the circuit, you're going to need to do Kirchhoff's rule at some point for it, and I believe what one of the things they wanted is the current in the bottom wire. So there's a lot of ways to, there's a couple ways to go about doing this, but one thing you're going to want to do is sort of set up the currents. And so I would set up the currents kind of like this. So I'd say, and again, you can number them any way you want, but let's say there's got to be some current that goes through this battery and the 6 ohm resistor. It has to be the same current like that. Maybe there is an I2 over here that goes through that resistor there. Just sort of making stuff up. Over here we'll have our I3, say, going that way, and then over here we'll have current I4. And basically what's going to happen is there'll be some current here, let's just call it I5, and the thing is since there's nothing going on here, the only way you'll be able to find it is, say, by doing a junction rule, say at this point over here. Okay, so if we look at this point over here, the way I have it drawn is I have current I2 coming in, and then I have current I5 leaving, and current I1 leaving. Again, depending on how you set this up, it'll be a little bit different. And so basically what you do is you go through and solve this in sort of a similar means as to how you'd solve a Kirchhoff's law problem. You do some loop equations, you do some junction equations like that. And then what you should be able to do is solve for the 4 currents I1, I2, I3, and I4 with some algebra. It's not fun. And then once you have those, you can plug that in over to here to solve for the I5, the one that you're missing. Now, one thing that I think can be helpful on this one here is that you can actually, the 12 and the 24 are in parallel. So you should be able to take those two guys and combine them just to make things a little bit easier. You don't have to, but I think you can make yourself a little bit easier. But that's how you would find that last current. Okay, so remember there's the loop rules, but there's also the junction rules that come up from time to time.